teacher Francis, and I will be your teacher for the whole semester. Welcome to the second quarter of our introduction to maritime safety class. Our first lesson is all about the precaution to prevent pollution of the marine environment. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to describe the domain of marine pollution and explain the impact of marine environment. Lesson 1.1, the domain of the pollution. So what are the different types of pollution? What are the basic procedure for protecting the marine environment? So what is the legal requirements that protect the marine environment? Lesson point 2, the impact of pollution of marine environment. In this chapter, you will describe the domain and the impact of marine pollution on the marine environment. In this chapter, you will be able to prevent pollution of the marine environment. So, lesson 1.1, the domain of marine pollution. So, what is marine pollution? So, marine pollution occurs when harmful or potentially harmful effects results from the entry in the ocean of chemicals. Not only the chemicals, the particles and the industrial, agricultural, and residential waste, noise, or the spread of invasive organism. So some say that 80% of the marine pollution comes from land. So imagine, the 80% of the marine pollution comes from the land. So what about the air pollution? So air pollution is also a contributing factor by carrying of pesticide or dirt into the ocean. Land and air pollution have been or have proven to be harmful to marine life and its habitats. So the pollution often comes from non-point sources, such as agricultural runoff, windblown debris, and dust. So the nutrients pollution, a form of water pollution, refers to contamination by excessive inputs of nutrients. It is primary cause of eutrophication of surface water. So in which excess nutrients, usually the nitrogen and phosphorus, stimulate algae growth. So many potentially toxic chemicals adhere to tiny particles which are then taken up by what we call this the plankton and benthos animal. So most of which are either deposit on the or feeder feeders. So in this way, the toxins by or are concentrated upward within ocean food chain. So many particles combine chemically in a manner highly depletive of oxygen. So, causing estuaries. So, what is aquaries? So, this is yung, actually, this is ang Tagalog yung pinakang lawak, yung pinakang bunga, yung pinakang lawak o lake. So, causing estuaries to become agnostic. So, when pesticides are incorporated into the marine ecosystem, they quickly become absorbed into marine food webs. So once in a food webs, this pesticide can cause the mutation as well as diseases, which can be harmful not only to humans as well as the entire food web. So toxic metals are also can be introduced into marine food webs. So this can cause a change to tissue matter, biochemistry, behavior, the reproduction, and suppress growth in a marine life. And also, many animals, fish have high fish meal or fish hydrolysate content. In this way, marine toxin can be transferred to land animals and appear later in meat and dairy products. So the different types of marine pollution can take many forms. So this is such as the garbage. So say for example, if plastic. So plastic thrown into the sea, so can stay there for many years and harm life. A huge number of marine animals die every year from either ingesting or becoming entangled in plastic trash. So, garbage can also threaten ships, raise costs when it becomes trapped on a propeller in a seawater intakers or intake. So, yung pinakang propeller, yung mga plastic rope, so pag ito ay pumulupot sa pinakang propeller, so may tendency na maaring magkaroon ng problema yung pinakang propeller. So, next is the sewage. So, sewage contains the chemicals that after the marine environment causing some marine life to die and other marine life to flourish. This throws of the natural balance of marine ecosystem. So the sewage can also deplete marine environment of oxygen, so killing of the entire population and affected areas. So products with potentially harmful effects. So this is when released into the ocean. So some chemicals or chemicals are used in the shipping industry, sometimes referred to as chemical runoff. So this can cause harm to marine life as well as the marine workers. So oil poisons marine life And oil slicks keep sunlight from penetrating the ocean water. So killing plants and damaging the entire marine ecosystem. So noise from a ship sonar can devastating effects on the marine animals. One of these is the whales or the dolphins that used to span to communicate with another one. So the basic for protecting the marine environment procedures for operational control on board ships includes so number one is the reduction of marine pollution on board. Second is the how to prevent the leaks and spills of oil and chemicals products comes from on board ships. Number three, the provisions on board for educational and the job training. Next is the ban or bans on exchange of ballast water in regulated coastal areas or to control the on the coastal areas and the practice of exchange of ballast water, especially on the high seas. So next is the research on the erection or restriction of Paris sports. Research and study of the facilities and the equipment to handle the ballast water. So next is the reduction of waste on board ship and the reduction of the quantity of waste generated on board ships. Compliance of garbage is also called the garbage management plan. And the another one is the research into and make a study of the introduction of waste, disposal facilities, and equipment, and reduction of consumption of natural resources. So another one is the prevention of air pollution. So under the regulation or prevention on the technical annexes,